got a million things to do, and let me just read to you everything we could do.
What happened to the girl who made love to her future mother-in-law?
I could do that.
Don't you think that's an interesting story?
Oh, yeah.
I'm anxious to know how that happened.
Let me get my briefcase. I can find that.
I don't know why you're holding that back from us.
Oh, this I'm holding back from you, too.
What?
This is a memo. I don't know if you saw this. Tom Chiusano, our general manager, doesn't always write memos, but he wrote a memo to the staff. Did you read it?
No. I don't know about this.
He is the stupidest guy.
Tom is a very sweet tan man.
You know what? What's worse than saying something stupid?
Doing something stupid, I would say.
Putting it in writing.
Oh, right.
Evidently, Tom was asked by the company to write a memo to all of us.
Yes.
Regarding radio ownership deregulation. You know, our company buys a lot of radio stations. In our company's opinion, you know, the company that we work for, I mean, personally, I don't care. But they feel they should be allowed to buy 100 radio stations if they want to. Personally, I agree with them. I believe in the freedom of the marketplace. Do you also agree that they should be able to buy up more radio stations than is already allowed in the same market? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that if someone wants to buy 10 million radio stations, if they've got the money to do it and they want to run these things, let them do it. It wouldn't bother you if every station in New York was owned by the same company? No. Would not bother me at all. As long as it serviced the marketplace, which I think it would, because the guy wants to make money, he's going to service the marketplace. Yes, but he's also going to control a lot of what you hear. Yeah, and what are you hearing that needs no control? Well, I don't know. Exactly. But suppose, you know, then you really got a lock on the industry. The music record companies have to kowtow to you. Yeah, I wish it was me. You get to decide what's news. Look, please. I believe you could buy what, to me, the government should not be involved in any aspect of the free marketplace. So anyway, Tom wrote a memo encouraging all employees. He was told by the owners of the station to write this memo. Why didn't they just write it themselves? Because they wanted to make it seem like Tom was the boss. Okay. So why didn't they write it and have Tom put his name on it? Because they figured, well, we got to give Tom something to do. Oh, okay. So they give Tom the assignment of writing a memo to the staff, encouraging the staff to write to their senators. Okay. How long do you think it took Tom to compose this letter? Well, a teacher would say he put no effort into this. They say it took Tom 5 seconds. Would have put effort into it. I believe Tom put tons of effort into this. That's scary. There's no way that a normal human being could have reread this and put it out the way it was. Oh. Listen to this. I'll give you the sentences make no sense. This is our general manager. To the staff from Tom Chiusano regarding radio ownership deregulation. Okay, now you're excited. Tom's written to you. Yeah, I was excited to get it. Tom very rarely writes. And tell me if the sentence makes sense. If it makes sense, I'll stop right here. Last week, the U.S. Senate... Stop the noise. I want people to concentrate. All right. Tell me if I'm crazy. Okay. Last week, the U.S. Senate had the opportunity to help you, comma, by helping the radio industry continue to grow, comma, they dropped the ball. Wait a minute. I read you got to read it again. That's the first sentence. Should I read it again? I got to read it again. Okay. I sat down to read this because I care what Tom thinks. And I said, I must have no reading comprehension because I don't know what this sentence means. You know what I thought? Maybe he wrote it out longhand and then typed it and left out a whole phrase or something. Well, about 10 people have come to me so far and said, did you read Tom's memo? Everyone is laughing about it. Because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like something is missing in the sentence. Well, I'll read you the other sentences. I don't think it can keep happening. So everyone said, did you read Tom's memo? I said, yeah. I said, I didn't understand it. They go, neither did I. Oh. And they said, well, maybe it's how Tom talks. Because sometimes you know how Tom pauses a lot? Yeah. Like maybe if he read it to us, it would make sense. Yeah. All right. Well, read me that sentence again. All right. Because I'm trying to... Last week, the U.S. Senate had the opportunity to help you, comma, by helping the radio industry continue to grow, comma, they dropped the ball. There's no sentence there. There's no thought. No. What is he... Now, you got to ask yourself, what is he trying to say? The U.S. Senate had an opportunity... Want me to read it to you again? Blah, blah, blah. You know, first of all, those commas don't belong there. This sentence is a festival of ignorance. There's no other way to put it. So
So give me the second sentence. Maybe it clears up.
All right. All right. It gets worse. You read it, right, Jackie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I read that first sentence about 5 times. I
All
thought,
right.
well, it's just a mistake, and then you keep going.
All right, here you go. Fortunately, it is not too late, comma. This is a democracy, and we've got a voice, period. Okay. All right, that sentence made sense.
Okay.
All right. Now, this next one's a doozy, so hang on to your hat.
All right.
In WXRK's case, it is, comma, 62 people strong, and I urge each and every one of you to exercise yours, comma, by writing to your senators.
Oh, boy.
Exercising what?
I know what he's trying to say, but he's leaving out things.
I told you the guy was stupid.
What, did he do this while he was jogging?
No, he's golfing. He was with OJ.
No, I must imagine that he was dictating while he jogged and he gulped words and nobody heard them.
Anyway, it goes on and on, the memo. I mean, I only got that far in the memo. Did you get any further, Jackie?
No. Yeah, I read the whole thing.
In
Does it get better?
WXRK's case, it is 62 people strong.
And I urge each and every one of you to exercise yours, comma, by writing to your senators.
You know, there's run-on sentences, and the grammar's bad, and it's just real weird. It's like something
wait a minute.
he got done like when he had 5 minutes till.
I know what this is.
Yeah.
This was his rough draft. It fell into the wrong hands.
Well, you want to ask him?
Or she being nice.
Hey, Tom, would we be out of line to ask you what happened here?
No, that would make sense. That this is the rough draft, then it was corrected, but the wrong one was zero.
Right.
No.
But he must have given it to upper management to read, but I think they just didn't read it.
No.
They figured, well, hey, let him just do what he wants.
Nobody.
Tom, what went wrong? What?
You can eat me.
Eat you? Tom, what are you mad at me for? Don't be mad at me. I didn't write this
Let him
thing.
read it to you, Howard.
Seriously, did you read this?
Yeah.
You wrote it, really?
Yes.
You wrote this?
Yeah.
And that was the draft you wanted copied.
Is this the wrong draft or the right draft?
I stand by my original statement.
Which is, eat me?
Right. Well, that I understand.
Got that one right.
Let me read the sentence to you. You explain it to me.
I know exactly what it means. You don't have
do?
to read. Yeah.
Hey, you read it. What college
What
did
does
you go
it mean?
to?
Puppy City,
No,
remember?
really, what college did you go to?
I went to St. Bernard College.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
St. Bernard
What kind of
College.
retard school like you went
Did you
to?
go to St. Bernard College?
Yeah. A dog that carries liquor.
And you stole your diploma, you said?
Yeah.
No, let me read this to you. You tell me.
I heard you read it. I don't know.
Did I read it in an odd way?
Did you understand it when you heard it?
Yeah, I know. Of course, they're my words. I know exactly what I was thinking when I wrote it.
But you, somehow it
Is
didn't come out
it
right.
on the paper?
You'll admit that it's an awkward sentence.
Because we're not in your head, Tom.
You shouldn't write memos.
Oh, yes, you are. You have no idea.
Why do you write memos? Why would you write memos? Have someone else write them. Ask me to do it.
Next time
I can do better
Let
than
him
this.
read it first before you get it.
Yeah, let me proofread it.
Okay.
Who proofread this? Did anybody proofread it?
Sure.
Who? Your wife?
I think the proof was...
Because your wife's a good writer.
Yeah, absolutely, she is.
She's a really good writer.
Yeah.
Maybe she should write the memo.
Yeah, why don't you let her
And next time she will.
You should do it like Nancy Reagan was using in the White House.
Next
She
time
was
I will.
really the president.
That's a good idea.
You think Penelope's running the station?
Listen to this. Listen to this. Wait a second, Tom. Last week, the U.S. Senate
had an opportunity to help you.
had the opportunity to help you,
by helping the radio industry continue to grow.
What's the comma about?
They dropped the ball.
Right.
So
But what's the comma?
Show him. Maybe he hadn't seen it.
Oh, he read it right. Last week, the U.S. Senate had the opportunity to help you, comma, by helping the radio industry continue to grow, comma, they dropped the ball.
Right.
That should have been period, and then they dropped the ball as its own sentence.
Yeah.
Or put a but in there.
Right.
I'm at a loss to say what to do. The one that I don't get, in WXRK's case,
it's 62 people strong.
And I urge each and every one of you to exercise yours.
Your what?
Your voice.
Yeah, but you got to say it.
You don't say that, Tom.
You got to say it by exercising your voice.
Where?
Where do you say voice?
It refers back to the other sentence that didn't make sense.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Read the other sentence again.
But I mean, that's the way I communicate. I communicate informally.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's very informal.
Read the first sentence because
you know what, Robin, please.
Can we move on?
Just enough. He wants to move on. It's very embarrassing.
No, he wrote this in Hawaii after 5 Mai Tai.
No.
He was drunk on the beach.
Tom, this is maybe the worst memo I've ever read. You've got to work on that. Because people judge you by your memos.
Okay.
It's like presidents are judged by their speeches. They have other people write their speeches because they know they're going to be judged. You should just get somebody. You get your wife to write this junk.
Okay, well.
You shouldn't be embarrassed by this kind of stuff. You want to take this? Or
I would be, but you were reading it.
No, believe me, about 10 people came up to me about this one. This was a doozy. This was the talk of the station.
I'm happy.
Are You go back and work on this.
You know, stick to bumper stickers. No, you know what he should do?
What?
He should stick to bumper stickers.
You know what you should do?
You're good at bumper stickers.
Write your senators, will you?
All right.
Give that to a school teacher and have her correct.
Oh.
Ooh. You know, that's a great idea.
I go back to my original statement.
Doesn't that suck when you write something and Howard gets a hold of it?
You know what? I got a perfect idea, Howard.
I can't wait to hear this one.
We can have the memo blown up
Right.
on a big board.
Put it on buses.
Have the teacher come in and you with a big red pen.
No, you can't.
Circle.
I can have my daughter's 5th grade teacher come in.
Just fix it up so that we can sit with him with a pointer and point out to Tom what he did.
All right, I can get a 3rd grade teacher to come in.
Yeah. Because that's, simple grammar we're talking here.
Yeah, Tom, I bet you get a D.
Oh, thanks.
But we want
Congratulations.
everybody to be able to see it.
Yeah.
Better than I got in college, so.
Man, Tom, what happened here? Were you drunk or what?
When was the last
that
time
was
you
it.
wrote something?
Do you want to
Maybe
offer an
you're
explanation?
rusty.
Do you want to offer an explanation on this?
No. Yes.
Do you want to say anything in your defense?
I go back to my original statement.
Eat me.
Yeah.
Maybe the period's broken on his typewriter.
Is that it?
They can only use commas?
The grammar check. Here's my defense: is the grammar check on the computer didn't work.
I won't read the rest of this.
Thanks.
That's it. It never clears up, Howard.
Snowballs.
It's not well written. There's not a clear thought in this memo. There's a bunch of thoughts, but they're not exactly put together right.
Oh, Tom.
I mean, I read it. I felt bad for you.
Yesterday
You
when
want,
you
I'll
said,
proofread this stuff for
when
you.
you said that Cato was his hero, now because
No. He said that. I didn't say that. He said
Let's
that.
just the Magic
Magic
Let's
Cato
hit the Magic
great
Cato
idea.
8-ball if Tom is smart. Magic Cato 8-ball, is Tom smart?
Yes.
Oh. Cato thinks you're smart.
Your idol.
He is my hero. I take it back. He is my hero.
Cato, are you smarter than Tom?
I didn't. No, I don't remember.
All right, Tom. I'm gonna have a teacher look this over.
I'm gonna.
All right, thank you. That's our general manager, Tom Chiusano, who urges us to do something. We're not sure. Something with the Senate.
Yours.
Something with the voice.
We urge you to exercise yours.
Yes, urge you to exercise yours. Please, everybody. What is it, Fa-fa-fo-like?
No, I thought if we were getting onto our next subject...
We should call Tom Hemingway from now on. General Manager Hemingway. What do you think? For who the bell, comma, tolls. Right. I like it. All right. Well, Tom's a good golfer, though. Let's just mention that. He's not completely...
Pars and birdies are my strength, absolutely.
This is probably just one bad memo. You've probably written many good ones.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Well, want to bring us some of your others?
Dig 'em out.
You don't write a lot of memos. You're not a memo kind of general manager.
Absolutely not.
How did this one come about? Did management ask you to...
Well, no, because I wanted everybody to get it and have a chance to talk to each person individually.
Right.
Therefore, I wrote the memo.
Right.
Because
Did you help us compose our letter to
by
Congress?
talking and communicating directly with people, not by writing memos.
But also, if you go on the 4th page of that thing, the owners of the company urge him to write this memo.
Oh, I see. So
Which is a
they
good
forced
idea.
you into it. Normally, you wouldn't do that. You would probably have communicated individually.
Before I ever written.
Did you write a letter to Congress?
Tom, have you written your own letter to Congress yet?
Absolutely.
Oh, you have?
Sure.
Did we see that?
Did anybody proofread that?
No.
Do they know what you want?
Dear Congress, Did you get a letter back from your congressman? Imagine it comes back with corrections and stuff. D-. All right, Tom, look, you did the best you could. You messed up this one time, that's all. All right, very good, Tom. Congratulations on your memo.
I'm sorry I sent Howard into his briefcase. He wouldn't have found that.
I really wasn't going to get to that today.
No.
She told me to look for the letter from the woman who made love to her mother-in-law.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Thank you, Tom.
I didn't know anything about that.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. Very good.
Compared to the woman who made love to her mother-in-law, how does Tom do as a writer?
Oh, the woman's much better than Tom.
Really?
Yeah. All right, Tom. Thank you.
The listeners, we love the listeners because they have great ideas. They figured out a way for you to make up the St. Patrick's Day thing.
Go ahead.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
On Friday, the 14th of April, you should have women come in, and you can paint their breasts like Easter eggs.
Oh, well, there you go. It's Easter.
Plus, it's a new tradition.
Okay. Well, there you go. We're going to plan for that.
Oh, boy.
And also breast cancer examination.
There you go. You can do it either that day.
Yeah. I'll help women with their breasts.
Or both.
Yes. That's possible. Paint them and check them for cancer. Hopefully by then, I'll figure out how to remove the cancer, too. To actually operate on the women.
Or just heal it with
Right.
your superpowers.
Right. Let's take a break.
I don't know how you could bring up that memo on the air.
You don't think I embarrassed Tom, do you?
I don't think there's any other way to bring it up.
You reread that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you like flipping out when you read it?
Well, I noticed that it didn't make sense a little bit at the beginning, but I would never bring it up.
Because you actually weren't one of the people who came up to me. I've literally heard from about 10 people on that memo.
I just heard from one.
Really? I heard about 10.
Did you read this thing?
That was one of them. John Sanchez, he hardly speaks English, and
he was commenting.
Yeah, he was like, what is this? Muy stupido. All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.